What's up, Fantasy Family? We are back once again. I am your host, Victor Freeze, with my co-host,
Mars, Mariano, Madi, whatever you want to call me.
This is the Fantasy Extras podcast, as you should know by now. We are on week 9, right? Correct?
Week 9.
So we passed the midpoint of the season. So we have the mid-season analysis and the stardom sit-em for this week. So we're going to go into detail of as of what has happened up to this point in the season. Notes on each position, talk about that, and we do the usual stardom sit-em like we usually do. So any last words, Mariano, before we kick it off?
No, let's rock and roll. I'm ready to jump in.
All right,
let's get this work.
Let's do it, man. So stardom sit-em, I'm gonna let you start off, Mariano.
Okay. For my first stardom, I'm going James Robinson. He's facing a Texans defense that has given up the second most rushing yards per game this season, which is 165.9 yards per game. Yeah, buddy. So again, last week's episode, I said that James Robinson has been the most productive rookie this year as far as fantasy running backs goes. So this week, again, Texans are horrible. Let's rock and roll with James Robinson.
We'll talk more about James Robinson later. In the
Okay.
running back section.
Okay.
Going to my first start, I have Justin Jackson. He's going up against the Raiders, and had some trouble. We were good. I stopping good running backs, but bad running backs.
For some reason, they get off.
Yeah,
Right.
They get off against us, and Justin Jackson found his stride last week, and no, Joshua Kelly's no longer a factor, I believe. So I think he gets all the touches. This would be his last week to use him too. I think Eckler comes back the following week or the week after that. So you got to milk him while you can. No homo. But yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But yeah, start Justin Jackson for sure.
All right. So, for my second stardom, I got the Packers defense. Packers are playing the San Francisco 49ers. And if you guys haven't kept up this week with the latest news, Jimmy G and George Kittle are out, which means the 49ers are a wounded team.
Licking their wounds.
Yeah, this offense is, I believe it's going to be stale, stagnant. They do still have Kyle Shanahan and their backup quarterback, Nick Mullins, but still, when you're losing a vital part to the offense like that, start the Packers defense. Simple as that.
Yeah. They're the most team that's been affected by injuries this season. It's
Okay.
outrageous, yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
Poor guys. They're still a 4-3 record.
Sucks for them. Not for long. You know what I mean?
Going on to my next start, I'm going to have Corey Davis. They're facing the Chicago Bears this week, and I think he's like a safety blanket for Ryan Tannehill. In tough situations, Ryan Tannehill looks his way, and he gets more opportunities simply because Mariano's guy, A.J. Brown, is there, and he needs that special attention by the defense. So it looks ugly on paper, but I think Corey Davis saves Ryan Tannehill's ass this week, and he puts up some good numbers.
Yeah, I like it, man. Honestly. For my next one, I got Juju and Claypool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of did a 3A and a 3B.
I got Claypool too.
Yeah, I'm starting both of them. Here's the reason why. The Cowboys are horrendous on defense, but to give a matter-of-fact stat to you.
Give them the numbers.
Give them the numbers. The Cowboys had given up the second most touchdowns to wide receivers in the league.
Damn.
Yeah, which is a total of 14 to wide receivers. So this week, you got to rock with Juju and Claypool. I think that Big Ben and company, they're just going to get off this week.
Yeah, that's a good one. So to contradict a start that Mariano had, I'm saying start the Texas defense. They're going up against the Jaguars like we stated earlier.
Okay.
James Robinson will probably be productive against them, but I'm banking in on the fact they're going to get some pick sixes off of the backup quarterback that's starting a 6-rounder.
Yeah.
That's getting his first start. So I'm banking in on pressure by the D-line and pick sixes. The running game might be rough. We know that. Yeah. But I'm looking for that young quarterback, that 6th round or 7th round. You're there for a reason. I want you to make some mistakes, son.
Absolutely. I like it. That's a really big point, Vic.
Yeah.
So we seen how the Cowboys being one-dimensional really affected them. That could be a negative impact for James Robinson. But again, the proof is in the pudding. The Texans give up a lot of rushing yards. Still a safe start, in my opinion, for James Robinson. For my next one, I got Justin Herbert. You said you were going to start Justin Jackson this week.
1-2 punch right there.
1-2 punch. Justin Herbert looks like he's the real deal. He's averaging 300 yards per game. And catch this, the Raiders defense is giving up 260 yards per game through the air. So the past 2 weeks, we haven't gotten much pressure against Tampa Bay nor the Browns. So hopefully they can, again, I'm biased obviously because I'm a Raider fan, but the proof is in the numbers. The Raiders are giving up a lot. Herbert's throwing for a lot since he's got the starting job. So start Justin Herbert. He's got the hot hand right now.
That kid is on fire. We're going to talk more about him later. I'm starting him over Drew Brees for the rest of the season, son.
Ooh,
that's what I'm doing.
I like it. Drew Brees old, man.
Yeah,
it's time to hang him up.
Yeah, he got a tough schedule.
Yeah, so and he ain't got Mike Thomas, or he hasn't had Michael Thomas
for damn near the whole season.
Yeah.
My next start was Chase Claypool. Ryan already touched on that. Going on to my one after that, I got Cole Beasley. He's a sneaky little start. He's going up against Seattle, who gives up the most fantasy points to wide receivers. And also, he's like another Corey Davis. Josh Allen looks to him like as a safety blanket. He goes to him. He's like one of his go-to weapons. So I think he should have a big game going up against the defense that gives up the most points to wide receivers.
Yeah, I like it. For my next one, I got Chase Edmonds. So Keenan Drake is still hurt, banged up. Miami gives up the 10th most fantasy points to running backs this year. We shit on Miami and the Jets every week. So again, with these stardom sit-ems, you're looking at matchups and then also how productive they've been. And quite frankly, since Chase Edmonds has been in with Arizona, he's been explosive, man. I don't know if you guys have seen that or if you've seen that, Vic.
I think I called it earlier in the season. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but he's kind of adding a better dimension to the offense than Kenyon Drake did, or has been up to this point of the season. So I'm starting Chase Edmonds this week for surely.
Yeah, I said earlier that felt like I forget the coach's name all the time. You know the coach's names. What's his
Cliff Kingsbury.
There you go, that guy over there.
Yeah.
He's getting tired of Kenny Drake shit. So, and I think he's glad that Chase Edmonds is in because he's looking very explosive with the touches that he did get while Drake was out there. Going on to my next sit-em, I have the Dallas wide receivers. They're on.
It. Huh? I said I like it. I'm with it.
They're on their 3rd and 4th string quarterback. Oh no, this is 1, 2, 3. So they're on their 4th and 5th quarterback, right?
DiNucci?
No, they're benching DiNucci this week. They're going to Garrett Gilbert and Chase someone. So they're on their 4th and 5th options this week. We saw how I lost the matchup because I played Amari Cooper and he got 1.5 points. I needed 4 points to win, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm not risking that. I mean, I called it last week. I said CD was going to be productive, right? He was a decent flex start. He had 8 points. That's in PPR. In a standard league, he would have fucked you too. I'm just not liking until Andy Dalton gets back. I'm not starting any of them, son.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So we're on to sit him, right?
Did I not say that?
Oh yeah, maybe you did. I'm tuning out. I'm tuning out.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't say that. I don't know.
Since we
did you do your first sit-em? Oh no, you didn't.
No,
did I not say I'm doing my first sit-em?
I don't know, man. We're
on sit-em now.
We're gonna have to rewind that.
We're on sit-em now.
We're gonna have to check the tape, man. For my first sit-em, I'm going Todd Gurley, TG, right? The Gurley man. The Gurley man. the real reason why is because I kind of touched on it last week. Todd Gurley is touchdown dependent. And when I did a little research, I found out that Denver has only given up 5 touchdowns in 7 weeks of the season. So again, it's just the matchup as well as how Todd Gurley has been scoring his points this year. So yeah, Todd Gurley, don't start him this week. I got him on the bench. He's on my team. He's on the bench. So I'm flexing a wide receiver this week.
And moving on to my second, we're gonna stick onto the topic of Dallas, and we got Zeke. We're sitting Zeke this week.
You took mine, man. You took mine.
I got yours.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah,
my last one.
Zeke has been a victim of the quarterback play.
One-dimensional.
We see how one-dimensional that offense is. Poor Zeke. He's one of the most dynamic backs. He's also been a victim to his own line being hurt. Now we're on to the fourth and fifth quarterback. They're definitely not going to be throwing the ball like that to open up the running game. Until Andy Dalton gets back, Zeke is
he's a no-go,
especially
man.
against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I forgot to mention that too.
Yeah. See, it's just a rough matchup, and in my note I have Cooper, all the Cowboys, including Zeke. So basically, I'm not starting. I'm staying so far away from the Cowboys. It's not even funny. And it's kind of crazy. I mean, Dak is really showing his value now.
Yeah, now they got to pay them, man.
I mean, you would think.
Like, look how fucking ass you guys were when I left.
You would hope so. Unless they, find a way to draft Trevor Lawrence or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't really see that happen. Either way, Dak has certainly shown his value by simply snapping his ankle. As unfortunate as that sounds. So my next one is A.J. Brown. So I've been real big on A.J. Brown since he's been back. This week I'm just not feeling it. And here's the reason why. The Bears have only allowed 1 touchdown pass per game this season, which is a stellar stat. Now, he may come down with that 1 touchdown pass, but I mean, I see the Bears record and I'm just so blown away. Again, I don't spend too much time watching those games, but you got Nick Foles at quarterback, but the real secret sauce
Defense.
is that defense, right?
Yeah.
So
The same thing when Mitchell Trubisky was starting, 2 years ago? Took him to the playoffs. It was all on the defense.
All on the defense. That man, Khalil Mack. I mean, yeah. A.J. Brown. Sit that boy. You're
Going on to my next sit-on, I have another position group. Indy's running backs. We're not starting them. Jonathan Taylor's dealing with an ankle injury. Wilkins exploded last week, right? In place of him.
and Hines.
And Hines exploded too, right? But this week they're going up against the Ravens, right? It's a better defense, a better defensive line. And also Jonathan Taylor is healthy-ish, is what they're saying. So it might be a rotation. So, yeah, definitely let's not start any of the Indy's running backs.
Yeah, I'm with it. He's on my list too. I mean, it's kind of crazy how we do our list at different times, and this happens every week, man. Every week.
Yeah.
So we're certainly on the same wavelengths and same frequencies.
Got all the Dallases. Basically, the first 3 I got, you got on your thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I shit you not, we do this at separate times. Me and Vic coordinate. Hey, this is a good time. Okay, come on, let's go. And then we come in, we set up
our amazing
setup that
our
we
amazing
have.
studio.
Multi-million-dollar setup. But in any case, this is how we roll, right? So for my next one, actually, we've been getting a lot of questions about trading for Zeke, right? And I can't remember the kid's name, but he's been blowing us up, man.
Josh Friedman.
Josh Friedman's been blowing us up. All love to you, man, but sometimes I can't get back to you right on the spot. And there's 2 of us on the handle. You know what I mean? But here's what I'll do for you if you're tuning in. As far as the Cowboys go, I would stay away from the Cowboys entirely, right? You were also asking about giving up Jonathan Taylor for Kareem Hunt. I wouldn't do that.
Because Chubb's about to be back.
Chubb's about to be back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Taylor's still young. He's just a little banged up. Just weather the storm. You're going to be all right, man. Just keep it rolling. You know what I mean? Anyways, on to my next sit-em. My next sit-em is Lamar Jackson. I've also had a few people asking me different options that they could do in order to better their team. And this is just my point of view. I have Lamar Jackson in both of my leagues, right? Up to this point, I'm out on Lamar Jackson. We've had half a season. He's playing average. He's putting up average numbers week in and week out. He's scoring 18 and 20 points a game. I can get that off of Matthew Stafford, which you just saw last week, right?
Boy put up 28, 29.
Lamar Jackson still has the name and he still has the hope. So if you can pick up a wide receiver one, a very solid running back, do it right now. Not even playing. And the real reason why I'm not starting Lamar this week is because the Colts have given up the fewest points to quarterbacks this season. So Lamar Jackson, I'm out on. Yeah, that's why I'm out on Lamar.
Yeah, if you can get something right now, the trade deadline's coming up. We're making a trade video next week.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you watch that, because when it drops on Thursday, what's Thursday? I think the deadline's next Saturday. So you have Thursday and Friday to watch that video, and then the trade deadline is Saturday before you can process your last trades. That's in most leagues, unless your commissioner has changed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lamar is definitely a big name that you could get something for.
Mm-hmm.
Going on to my next cinema, I have Mike Gesicki over there in Miami. We have Tua starting as quarterback, right? He looked atrocious in his first start. He only had 99 passing yards. He was going up against the Rams, and he's going up against another good defense in Arizona. They're a top fantasy defense, so I don't expect Mike Gesicki to do good against that defense, especially with the young quarterback, even though the tight end is usually their best friend.
Okay. Tell him, Vic.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him, man.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
him.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Say it again.
That's right. Say it again.
Yeah, that's it for me. We already touched on Cook, Cowboys, Jonathan Taylor, Lamar Jackson, AJ Brown. Yeah, that's all I got for the sit-ems.
Here, I'm gonna whisper one to you, and then I'll do my last one over here.
Okay.
All right. So my last sit-em is Irvin, running back from Green Bay. So we know Aaron Jones dealing with calf, Jamal Williams, COVID. AJ Dillon is the reason for COVID. Mm-hmm. Irvin is our fourth string running back, right?
Yep.
We have Dexter Williams coming off of the practice squad.
Okay.
Irvin is the fourth string running back for a reason. He's going up against the San Francisco defense that even though they're depleted, I still think they'll manage to contain a fourth string running back. If they don't, they really have some problems.
There you go.
But still, they're ranked 31st, I believe, against the run, giving up fantasy points to running backs. So I'm not going to start that guy this week, unless you really have to. I know there's a lot of injuries, bye weeks, all that bullshit. But if you have the depth, don't start.
Okay. All right. So just shooting off the dome, you know what I'm saying? It's not what Vic just told me, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Drew Brees. Now, the matchup that he's playing is against the Buccaneers. Now, we know that the Bucs are rolling right now on defense, on offense. They are doing their thing. They pulled out the win against the Giants, was it? On Thursday night? I think it was...
Monday, was it?
Monday, one of the primetime games. They ended up pulling out the game. And the real biggest thing is that Drew Brees just looks old, man. You can't push the ball down the field. You got no Mike Thomas. This is the Alvin Kamara show. I don't like any of their wide receivers. Jared Cook is old too. So yeah.
And also, the last time he played him, he didn't play good at all either.
Yeah.
He's always had a hard time playing the Bucs. I think there's like some stat that he's never. There's some stat I've seen, but he hasn't done good against the Bucs. Is what I want to say.
Agreed.
That concludes the Stardom Sit-em with the extra bonus round from Mariano. And that wraps up this episode. This is episode 10.
Episode 10.
Damn,
Kind of crazy, man.
10?
We rocking and rolling, big.
Damn. But
We
yeah,
rocking and rolling.
it just makes me sad because it's almost done.
I know.
I mean, it's just like 6-7 episodes left.
Yep.
Damn. Just going by quick.
Just a few more to go.
But yeah, that's all we have for this week. Hopefully that we drop some major knowledge like Mariano just did.
That's right.
That helps you out for the rest of the season. This is the playoff push now. You have, so from week 8, you have that's 5 games to get into the playoffs, right?
Right.
So you got to be moving and grooving, man. You got to be on top of your shit. If not, you'll slip out. You could have a good record and slip out right now. You know what I'm saying?
Doing and moving, baby. Doing and moving.
Exactly. So pay attention, stay tuned, soak this knowledge, and if you like the knowledge, tell your friends to subscribe to our channel, you fuckers, because the subscribers still aren't going up. We need more subscriptions. We're trying to get the knowledge out there, and fuck you to the guy that commented on the video last week because he said our Stardom Sit-em was garbage. Fuck you, guy. You still watch the video, so
hey, we winning.
we winning. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Appreciate everyone that keeps us active, especially Josh Friedman.
Friedman.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got to say. You got any last words, Mariano?
Yeah. No, I don't got nothing left.
No, you had something. What was it? Say, come on. You gotta bring
all
it up
I
there.
was gonna say is that haters gonna hate. Whether you doing good, you doing bad. I mean, either way, it is what it is, and we don't do this shit just to, I don't know, get clout. We don't do none of that. I mean, it would be nice, but at the end of the day, we've gone over this before. We do this for the passion, and we just love football, right? So if you don't like our advice, you don't have to take it, man. But here's the thing, is that I can almost guarantee that you guys aren't putting as many hours that me and Vic are putting into this, right? I mean, we look at the numbers, we look at things that most people aren't looking at, right? Most people aren't checking the weather.
We probably got more championships than you do too.
Yeah, just saying.
Just saying.
I mean, I know in one of my leagues I'm shitty as fuck right now, but at the same time, we all have the ups and down seasons, right?
I got one team where I'm 1-7 too. So.
Hey, look at the Patriots.
Yeah, exactly.
You heard? So I mean, this stuff happens. But like I said, if you don't like the advice, don't take it, man. Don't ask us for it. Simple as that. If you don't want it, don't do it. Don't take it. Because we got a ton of people in our DMs fucking asking us left and right and sending question mark, not even a question.
I can't even get to all the questions on the morning of game day because there's not enough time because I have to set my lineup and do my shit too. So there's people that I miss on the game day. So you being mad at me, it takes nothing away from you.
Yeah.
Because I know you're probably gonna watch this video. I just wanted you to see the fuck you to you.
But at the end of the day, it's all love, man.
Yeah, I'm not tripping. No love lost.
Either
there.
way, criticism is good.
I just rather appreciate the people that, you know what I'm saying, take the time to fuck with the channel. I love them more than I, you know what I'm saying, than the motherfucker over there trying to bring me down, you know what I'm saying?
Either way, man, either way, we do appreciate all the support for the ones that do support what we do. Like we've touched on before, we don't get paid to do this.
We ain't even got no sponsors or nothing. That's why you don't see no ads, no nothing.
You don't see nothing. You get straight knowledge.
Straight content.
Straight content constantly. So yeah, moving forward, if you guys like the content that we put out, please share it.
Yes, sir.
Tell your friends, tell your little cousin that's always asking you who you should play, right? Or your little nephew, whoever it may be. Maybe they don't know nothing about football. Just send it this way, man. I mean, what's it gonna hurt? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Spread the love, share love, and one love.
Yes, sir. And that's all we have for this week. This is the Fantasy Experts, and we are out of here, man.
Count.